What is going on, college basketball fans, and welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be recapping a little bit of some of the big games that happened today on this Week 10 Saturday slate, and we're going to watch some of the late night games here together. So, say what's up in the chat. Appreciate all you guys coming in here today. We got some good ones on tonight. Texas Tech at Texas. Texas Tech is actually winning. Started the second half right now. First game back here for Fardas Imac. Actually, his first game ever in a Red Raiders uniform. Transferred over from Utah Valley this offseason. Had a foot injury. This is his first game here. What's up, everybody in chat? What's up, Drake? What's up, QT? How you boys doing tonight? Yeah, I seen the 49ers. I didn't watch the game, but I seen the 49ers crush the Seahawks. Sucks for my boy Gino. Gino had a really good season, though. Hopefully he earned his spot as a starter there with the Seahawks at least. But, yeah, 49ers are nice, man. Brock Purdy was going stupid, I saw. Hard not to when you have so many great weapons. But, yeah, Texas Tech looking good. First game here with Fardas Imac. And they are up 9 on the road in Austin against Texas. Woo! It was an air ball by Marcus Carr. My goodness. But we got a few other good games here on tonight. Yo, what's up, Brady? What's up, H-Dub Vibes? What's up, Jacob Jackson? How you boys doing tonight? Yeah, Kentucky, they got a big-time win tonight over Tennessee. I was not expecting that. That was crazy. I honestly thought that Kentucky was going to lose by 15 or 20 points. I thought that they might keep it close, but I had no idea that they were going to win tonight. That was crazy, man. Big time upset. Kentucky, maybe that's what they need to start getting things back on track here, man. Yeah, the shooting looked a lot better. Austin Reeves was huge off the bench for Kentucky. Man. Geez, Trevor Lawrence, 4 picks in his NFL playoff debut. That's tough. I haven't watched the playoff games tomorrow. I'm going to be watching my boys play tomorrow. Big Blue, New York Giants. That's my team. Play tomorrow. Going to be a good game. I'm hyped for it. First playoff game for my boys since 2016. UCLA's losing to Colorado. Yeah, that's right. Colorado not, looking too bad, honestly. They did beat Tennessee also this year. They got that big win. UCLA would be another big win for the resume booster there for Colorado. Arizona lost to Oregon today. I don't know what's up with Arizona, but they're looking they're going to drop in my rankings maybe out of the top 20. I mean, that's another tough one, man. They lost to Oregon. They lost to Washington State back-to-back weeks. I thought Arizona was looking a lot better, or was looking that's like one of the top teams in the country, but a couple of really bad losses, man. Yeah, Colorado also beat Texas A&M. I hope we do shock the Vikings tomorrow, man. We played them close in the regular season. We played them close, so I hope my boys can shock the world here. I think that's a good. I think we're going to. We're fully healthy, finally fully healthy. We weren't fully healthy when we played the Vikings in the regular season. We still almost beat them. Oh yeah, Bengals play the Ravens tomorrow. Is Lamar playing? I don't know if Jackson is playing or not, but oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get this New Mexico and San Diego State game on. That's the game I want to watch tonight. It's gonna be a good one of the best mid-major games of the year. But really, the whole Mountain West is looking pretty good. Are they going to be disappointing in March Madness again this year though? We'll see. Hopefully, one of these Mountain West teams can get a win in March. Lamar is out. Oh, that should be easy dubs there for the Bengals then. Screw the Vikings, man. Let's go Giants. Let's go. First time in the playoffs since 2016, man. 2016. That was my freshman year of high school. If you think about it like that, that is insane that it's been that long. That is actually insane. So yeah, my first playoff game in a while. I cannot find the damn San Diego State game. It says on CBS. I can't find it. CBS is always annoying though when it comes to this. Texas Tech and Texas seem like it's going to be a really good game tonight. Also, Auburn is playing Mississippi State, I'm pretty sure, tonight. There's not too many other great games on tonight, honestly. But yeah, I've seen the Chargers are blowing out the Jags right now, so I'm not. I didn't watch the 49ers Seahawks game. It's actually my mom's birthday, so I was at my mom's birthday party. My mom turned 50 years old, the big 50. So I was celebrating a little bit. Just got home not too long ago, about an hour ago. But yeah, Chargers are killing them, man. Everybody in the chat, shout out to my mom, Peggy. She turned 50 years old. Best mom ever. All right. Let's find this UNLV game. Or not UNLV, San Diego State. I'm on a mission to find this one, man. I want to watch this one so bad. So far, my predictions for the games today, I haven't done too bad. I picked Creighton over Providence. Got that one right. I did get the Kentucky game wrong because I didn't think that they were going to be able to turn it around to beat Kentucky, especially to beat Tennessee, especially because Tennessee is playing so good, man. They were playing so good until today. It's just crazy. All right, I found the game. Yes, yes, sir. Shout out to my mom, Peggy. She's the GOAT. Did you see Friday night 8-10 game? Big win for the Rams. Unfortunately, Irish lost, but gave up on them a while ago. Yeah, I did see the VCU got a win. Who they beat? I did see that actually. Did they beat Dayton? Was it Dayton or someone else? I didn't watch the game, but I did see that VCU picked up a dub. It was Dayton or Fordham. One of the A10 teams. Yeah, Dayton. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, that's a big win, man. Maybe they'll get turned around. I mean, the A10, if they're beating Dayton, Dayton was a team that was turning up. Recently, they were probably on a pretty good win streak, if I'm not mistaken, before they lost to VCU. The A10, it's probably going to be a one-bid league this year, so it's pretty wide open. So if VCU can get things turned around now, that might be a little opening for him here. Oh! Oh my God! There's no way. So I turn on the New Mexico San Diego State game, right? What do I witness? Colorado State and UNLV in overtime, and Colorado State just hit a 3 to go up by 1 with 3 seconds left. As soon as I turn it on. Wow, man. Apparently, after this game wraps up in OT, it'll switch over to New Mexico, San Diego State. New Mexico's up 5 on the road, 16-11. But man, what a big shot by Colorado State. The Mountain West's pretty tough, man. The Mountain West is pretty tough this year. Maybe even deeper than last year, which is crazy because Wyoming's not even good. Wyoming was one of the best teams last year in the Mountain West there. So, yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'm trying to get caught up on all the scores here today as well. So if you catch me looking at my phone and stuff, that's what I'm doing, is trying to see all the scores, keep up with all the games today. Yo, what's up, Marcus Mariota? How's it going, man? Yes, sir, Jacob. I just saw that buzzer beater as soon as I turned the game on, which is crazy. I wasn't even expecting to see that game in OT. watch the last minute of that VCU Dayton game, but I'll check it out, man. Definitely will check that out. Dayton cost you your 6-leg parlay. Dang, man. Goodness. Yeah, Marshall, 2 dubs this week. Let's get it, man. We gotta win the league this year. WVU lost today. I watched that game before went to the party. 0-5 in the Big 12. I don't know what's happening to the boys, man. It's not looking good. We got TCU at home next. Are we going to be able to pick up our first Big 12 win? I don't know. TCU's tough. They just beat Kansas State today too, so it's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough, but yeah, WVU's it's not looking good right now. Like I said, 0-5 in the Big 12. It's looking like we're going to be playing in the NIT this year. So hopefully Marshall can keep winning. They can win their league. So at least I'll have one of my teams in the tournament, because at this point I'm not sure WVU is going to make the tournament. It's not looking like it. Yeah, TCU big dub over Kansas State today. I thought that one would be a lot closer. But TCU, they controlled that entire game. They won by like 15 over K-State. Very impressive. Very impressive. And TCU, they don't really have a bad loss, other than the one early in the season. But that was without they weren't healthy in that game. So I don't really take that into too much consideration, especially because both their Big 12 losses were in very close games. TCU, very, very solid team. They're going to be up in my power rankings this week. I think last week I still had them in like 13, even though they had a couple conference losses. TCU is nice, man. TCU is nice. I did see Indiana beat Wisconsin. That was a big win for Indiana, because huge win for Indiana, really, because they've been on a losing streak. It has not been looking good for the Hoosiers recently, but big win over Wisconsin. I always say the Big Ten is literally unpredictable. Like Minnesota beat Ohio State the other day. It's going to be another year, guys. Just a reminder, whenever we start making our brackets in March, just know the Big Ten is a mess, and probably one team other than Purdue will probably make the Sweet 16, but it's going to be somebody completely random. And I think it's going to be probably the team that's going to be most consistent throughout the season. But right now, there is no other team other than Purdue. There's no teams in the Big Ten that are consistent. So I thought it might be Michigan State. They just lost to, I think they just lost to Wisconsin actually earlier in this week. And yeah, there's just no consistent teams in the Big Ten. When we get to March, Big Ten teams are going to be losing early, just like they have been the last few years. So you bet I'm going to be, when I make my bracket, I'm going to be picking some Big Ten teams to get upset early, for sure. I'm going to have a new bracket predictions video out probably Tuesday or Wednesday this week. So it's been about 3 weeks since my last bracket predictions. A lot has happened, so we're going to have updated one of those out this week. Oh, yeah, no, Michigan State did beat Wisconsin. They lost to Illinois on the road. That's right. Okay. That's right. Yeah. So Wisconsin 2 L's this week. And I thought that they were looking like the more consistent team other than Purdue. And then just when you think that, they're taking a couple of L's. That's crazy, man. All right, New Mexico, Colorado State time. Let's see what other things are happening right now. We got Auburn up on Mississippi State, 30-22 at half. Auburn playing at home. Don't expect them to lose that one. Texas Tech, Texas is tied right now at 44. Colorado up on UCLA by 6, 41-35. 10 minutes left in that one. and the game we're watching right now, New Mexico up 10 on the road over San Diego State, 25-15, 8 minutes left in the first half. So we'll probably be streaming until New Mexico and San Diego State game is over. It's not even, 8 minutes till halftime. So we'll be chilling for a while, talking about all the good games happening today. Yeah, Kentucky's going to be good next year. I bet you think Carson Wallace probably go to the league. Carson Wallace probably go to the NBA, so they might lose him. Wheeler, I don't know, Shavir Wheeler, I don't know. Are these guards going to be going to the NBA? You never know about Kentucky, even though their guards may not be having like the best statistical season. They are still like top players coming out of high school, and NBA teams know that. So if they're projected to be a first rounder, then they're going to leave and go to the league. So we'll see how many of them stick around. But Kentucky's got another really good class coming in this year as well. Glad to have Purdue in their own category of the Big Ten. Yeah, I expect Purdue to just be a little bit more inconsistent. Like, I still think they're going to be the best team in the Big Ten. Right now, they're running away with the regular season in the Big Ten. But I do think Purdue will pick up a few more losses in league play. But I think they're going to win the regular season in the Big Ten. It's looking like it. This year, there's no really big dominant team in college basketball. Yeah, there's really not, man. Like, I Arizona just lost again. UConn lost again the other day to Marquette. Houston, Kansas. I think those teams are beatable. I think those teams are beatable. This might be the first time in a while. Do you guys think this will be the first time in a while we'll have like a 7, 8, or a 5 through 8 seed make it to the national championship, or win the national championship? I guess last year we had an 8 seed make it, but it was North Carolina. Do you guys think this is the year we might have like a 8 versus 7 seed in the Natty, like in 2014? It was Kentucky was an 8 seed, UConn was a 7 seed. We haven't seen that in a while, man. This might be the year that happens because like H-Dub said, there's not really like a dominant team that I can see, completely running away with it. Like every team, like there's the teams that are the favorites for sure. There's always going to be the favorites, but I think Houston, Kansas, these teams are beatable. They're beatable. We just seen Kansas got away. They all 3 of their league games in conference play at home have been like within 5 points, and 2 of them been within 2 points, including today. So I do think the top teams are beatable. I could see, a lower seed winning it all this year, and that would be really cool to see. Really cool to see. That's if they stay. That's if the one and done stay. But still, another really good class coming in here this year. For sure, Dillingham, DJ Wagner, Justin Edwards. Yeah, that's crazy. They got a lot. They got a super good class coming in. So really good day for Kentucky, picking up a big win over Tennessee. It's looking like Alabama is going to be the favorites to win the SEC right now, because Alabama, they beat LSU by 40, man. They beat LSU today by 40. That's another thing. Alabama is looking like maybe one of the best teams in the country. I could see Bama being a team that's a little bit hard. They're going to be a tough out in March Madness. They're going to be a tough out if they lose, man. Maybe a sneak peek to my bracket predictions I got coming out later this week, my updated ones. I think Alabama's going far in them. They look really good. They look really good right now, man. Who do I think will be the new coach for Texas? There's some candidates. I'm watching the New Mexico game right now. How about Richard Pitino? Having a good year here with New Mexico, a big name, right? Rick Pitino's son, so that could be an option there. Jerome Tang at Kansas State, having a really good year, his first year there as the head coach at Kansas State. He's from Texas. He worked at Baylor under Scott Drew for what 18, 19 years. So he's familiar with the state of Texas. Texas is definitely a bigger job than Kansas State. But I could definitely see him maybe wanting to stay at K-State and then just build what he has going on there. But it would probably be a pay raise if he went to Texas. Easier to recruit at Texas. So I could see possibly Jerome Tang. Yeah, there's some other options I could definitely see. We were talking about that in the podcast the other day. All my options. I forget who else I was talking about, but yeah, those are definitely my top two probably. Another turnover by Jacksonville, a muffed punt. My goodness, they're falling apart, man. That's not good. It's not good. Chargers defense is nice, man. Like I had a feeling like maybe Chargers might be nice because they got like Khalil Mack, Bosa. They got a good secondary. Khalil Mack, he's the type of guy who turn up in the playoffs. He's a superstar, man. Definitely the type of guys turn up. Houston was close with South Florida this week. Yeah. We were talking about that one on the podcast as well, I'm pretty sure. It would have been one of the craziest upsets for all year, man, for them to knock off the number one team, South Florida. Crazy. New Mexico's up 5 right now over San Diego State. Did I see Strother's clutch shot against BYU? I didn't see that one, actually. Gonzaga plays tonight against who? Portland? Yeah, but Gonzaga's been having some close ones, man. I have to look that up, actually. I want to see a clutch shot. Julian Strother. BYU shot. I can't find it. I'll probably see it sometime, though. I'll probably see it sometime. Yo, what's up, Gavin? How you doing, my man? It's lit in here, man. With all the flack Cal has caught from the fans, wouldn't surprise me if he leaves anyway. It very well could be change of scenery is what Cal needs. Yeah, that could be it. Big win today, though. I don't know if the fans will really push him out, though. That's how they are. That's how fans of any team are, right? You know, you get a little bit impatient. You're not doing as good as you're supposed to. But if he starts to get a couple more wins after this big win on the road in Tennessee, that's a very hard place to play. Maybe that's what they need. You know, get some momentum going. They could get back on track here, and if so, the fans will turn back on his side very fast if Kentucky starts winning. UCF Tulane, and we are going to give Houston their biggest challenge. Yeah, I could definitely see Memphis. Yeah, they're definitely going to give them a big challenge. I mean, look how close they played against Alabama on the road, man. Look at what Alabama's doing now. They beat LSU by 40 at home. By 40, man. It's crazy. The NFL game, stupid. Yeah, I haven't watched any NFL today. Go be watching tomorrow, though. You bet your ass I'm going to be watching the Giants tomorrow. Let's go, man. All right, what's going on in this Texas game? 44-44. About 12 minutes left in that one. I'll watch this one a little bit. I want to watch Fardas IMAC. It says, am I behind? Oh, I got to refresh. Oh, UCLA caught back up to Colorado. The UCLA up by 1 now. So it looks like they might escape the upset by Colorado. Charleston with another one today. Charleston might jump up a lot in this week's power rankings for me because Missouri lost to – who did Missouri lose to? They lost to someone they lost to Florida. and that's in Missouri. I think that's their second loss in a row now. So Charleston definitely going to pass Missouri in the power rankings. Clemson beat Duke. I think I already had Charleston ahead of Duke. Another tough loss here for Duke, man. They can't win on the road at all. They can't win on the road to save their life. What's going on with Duke, man? Yo, what's up, Al? How's it going, my man? Big win for FAU today as well. Yeah, I think Florida Atlantic definitely could be ranked this week. You could definitely see that happening. Like I just said, Missouri lost, Duke lost again. These are teams I expect to probably fall out of the top 25. And I could definitely see also Wisconsin, 2 losses this week. These are teams I could see FAU starting to get in over. I definitely think so. Florida Atlantic, 2 big wins this week. Big one today over, who was it? North Texas, pretty sure. Yeah, FAU's looking pretty good. Got to go to the Virginia UNC game, so that was fun. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that was a really good game. I've seen a lot of North Carolina fans were mad about that one, about the reffing in that one, but Virginia came away with the W. Definitely a really good game to go to. Yeah, Missouri lost to Florida. That's their second loss in a row, I'm pretty sure, man. Missouri definitely falling out of the top 25. They had a really good start, falling apart. Yeah, they lost to A&M. They lost to Texas A&M and Florida back-to-back this week. Looking at it now. And they got Arkansas and Bama as their next 2. So it's looking like Missouri's probably going to lose their next 2. Because Arkansas lost today as well. Yep, Arkansas lost to Vandy today. That's another one we didn't talk about. Arkansas lost to Vandy. I think Arkansas is going to bounce back and beat Missouri. And I think also Alabama's definitely beating Missouri. Alabama's looking like maybe the hottest team in the country right now. So yo, what's up, John? Yeah. The Auburn win's looking a lot better for Memphis, man. Because Auburn's starting to win now. They're winning against Mississippi State right now. What happened to Mississippi State? They got off to a really hot start as well. They started to cool off, man. They started losing a lot. I mean, league play hit Mississippi State like a truck. Hit WVU like a truck. It's hitting Texas Tech like a truck. Sometimes when you keep losing in league play, it's hard to get over that hump. But if a team can start to get that first win, they can maybe start to turn things around, man. That's why I'm hoping my boys, West Virginia, can start to do. I was hoping today we lost by 1 point to Oklahoma on the road. I just can't believe it. We got TCU next, so I don't have much hope for us winning that one. It's not looking good, man. The Big 12 is a gauntlet, man. The Big 12 is literally a gauntlet. Yeah, I did see that Peyton was going off for Iowa. I was turned up. It was looking like they were going downhill. They got Chris Murray back. They've been killing it. I still don't trust Iowa one bit when we get to the March, though. I mean, last year they were looking good. They won the Big Ten Conference Tournament, man. They won the Big Ten Conference Tournament last year with Keegan Murray, and then they lost first round to Richmond. I don't trust the Big Ten at all, man. In March, the Big Ten fumbles hard, and I'm not falling for it this year. I will not fall for it this year. I will not. I'm picking a lot of Big Ten teams to lose early in March. They're so inconsistent, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. Kansas should play Houston. Winner gets number 1 ranking. I mean, that would be an amazing game. That would be an amazing game for sure. Texas A&M, Auburn, and Vandy. Yeah, those are all starting to look like very good wins. Vandy beat Texas A&M, starting to look better. They're on a little bit of a win streak here. When they got the conference, we talked about some teams falling off when they get a conference. Texas A&M got the conference. They started playing really good. Same with Auburn. Auburn's they're just hard to beat when they're at home. They're just hard to beat, man. and Vandy. They beat Arkansas today. That was very surprising. One of the more surprising games of the day. That one, Oregon beating Arizona. It's insane, man. Yeah, how about the Clemson basketball team defeated Duke? And I called it. I knew this would happen. In my predictions yesterday, I picked Clemson to beat Duke. Duke just can't win on the road, especially without Jeremy Roach. So, yeah, my prediction turned out to be true. It's lit. Yeah, Big Ten is. I wouldn't say they're overrated because I think a lot of people know what they are at this point, especially from what we've been seeing at the last few years. So, yeah, I'm prepared for this year. I will not fall for the Big Ten in March again. A lot of teams are going to lose early from the Big Ten. That's why I don't really. I don't know if I trust Purdue to make it too far. I'll probably trust Purdue to make it to like the Elite Eight, and I don't know how much further they can get. It depends on the matchups. You could see FAU get into the Sweet 16. I could see it with the right matchups. Get matched up with the Big Ten team first round. And that's an easy upset. That's what y'all need. 100% so far. Joe Lenardi is so much better than Jerry Palm. Yeah, I usually use the Joe Lenardi brackets. We'll use Joe Lenardi's this week. Tuesday or Wednesday, we got a new bracket predictions coming out. So that's going to be fun. I didn't do it. I waited 3 weeks. So we're going to start doing them a little bit more often, maybe every 2 weeks, because we're starting to learn a lot more stuff about a lot of these new teams. So I'm excited to make my new bracket. Excited to do some more bracket predictions this week. What seed do you think San Diego State in March gets in March Madness? Well, a lot could be changed in this game, man. If they lose to New Mexico at home, it might fall a little bit. But if they get this win here, I could see them getting like a 7 seed, somewhere in there, maybe even a 6. If they win a lot in the Mountain West, a Mountain West conference that's looking to be really good, I could see them getting up to maybe even a 5 seed. But I expect them to take some losses. The Mountain West is tough this year. So I'm going to say a 6 or a 7 for San Diego State this year. Jaguars finally scored. Who do I got winning the Super Bowl this year? The New York Football Giants, of course. I'll root for New York Giants till they lose, but because, of course, that's my team. But if I had to pick more of a realistic pick, probably the Chiefs. But I don't want to see the Chiefs win. Hopefully my Giants can win tomorrow. Keep hope alive, baby. Keep hope alive. Big Blue Nation. Let's get it. The NYPD will be out tomorrow. We got McKinney back. We got Adoree Jackson back. We're fully healthy. Let's get it, man. New York Football Giants. To the bowl. To the bowl. Virginia is going to win the ACC. I think I agree. Miami, that's another one. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to talk about this game yet. This is the recap show, though. Technically, that's why I titled it. So we've been talking about all the games that happened today, but yeah, NC State with a big win over Miami today. I think when Miami goes to Charlottesville, I'm pretty sure, right, to play Virginia again this year, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Virginia would beat Miami because it looks like Miami's not very good on the road. It's tough for a lot of teams this year to play on the road. And in league play, it's tough. NC State's turning up, though. NC State, another big win over Miami today. Excuse me, man. What seed do you think FAU will get? Probably a 12. Which would be a perfect spot for FAU. get a 12-5 upset first round. But if they really start to take off, they could get up to a 10. They could get up to a 10. I don't think in FAU's league and Conference USA, I don't think you'll get higher than a 10. But we seen UAB, right? UAB won the league last year. They had a 12 last year, so I'd say 12. Um, Will Purdue make it to the Sweet 16? I don't trust them. The Michigan teams are usually the only teams that show up in the Big Ten. That's usually true, man. But Purdue, they made the what? They made the Sweet 16 last year. They lost to Peters. I think Purdue makes the Sweet 16. If they get a 1 seed, I trust them to make the Sweet 16 at least. But after that, it depends on matchups. I could see Purdue getting as far. I think Purdue's going either second round loss. They could lose anywhere between the second round and the Final Four. I don't see them making the championship game. I could see them making it to the Final Four. I don't see them winning in the Final Four. So I could see them getting as far as Final Four. I could see them losing as early as second round. It would take a huge collapse for me to think that they might lose before in the first round. So I still think second round earliest. What's going on with Arizona, man? I don't know. It's not looking good though. They need to start to get things together there. I think they will. The UCLA looking like the better team there in the Pac-12. And that's what I kind of said in my podcast. I had UCLA as my third favorites to win the national championship this year. And that's because UCLA looks really good. They just they were losing to Colorado. They're up 12 on Colorado now. This is why I keep saying this, man. This UCLA team is better than any UCLA team they had with Johnny Juzang. They have a squad. I could see them going far this year. Cowboys to the bowl. Cowboys will sell, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost to Brady tomorrow. Do they play tomorrow? Yeah, I could see Tom Brady beating the Cowboys tomorrow. I think that might happen, honestly, because the Cowboys always sell in the playoffs. Me being a Giants fan, man, we haven't been to the playoffs recently, but that's one thing I could count on. Was if the Cowboys were there, if they won the NFC East, they were going to choke in the playoffs. So that was that was what I could count on during the playoffs as a Giants fan. I could count on them absolutely choking and just loving it. Where we at now? Let's get it, man. Let's get it, John. Help me reach 5K subs by the end of the year. I think March Madness will be a big month for us. We're keep grinding daily college basketball content. If you guys are in the stream, chilling, make sure you guys hit that sub button if you guys have not already. Also, drop the like. So I know you guys want to keep seeing these streams every single Saturday, every single Tuesday. We usually stream during Super Tuesday, if we can, and during the Saturday games. We're going to be streaming a lot during March Madness. So once March Madness gets here, we're going to be streaming, making brackets on stream. We're going to be watching the games on stream. We're going to be watching the bracket reveal, the Selection Sunday on stream. So definitely hit that sub button. And of course, we got daily college basketball videos coming out every single day. So hit that sub button for sure. Gavin, is your dad's team the Cowboys? What about Baylor? Where do you think they will go in March? I think don't sleep on Baylor. I think any Big 12 team is gonna be kind of scary in March because they've been playing high level competition all season long. And look out for, I think, the end of this month in January. It's going to be a big day for looking for how these teams play against other conferences, when it's going to be the Big 12 SEC Challenge, the two best conferences in college basketball head-to-head games. It's going to be huge to find out who's going to win these games. So that's going to be huge. If the Big 12 beats out the SEC pretty bad, and the SEC is who I consider the second best conference, okay, that's gonna tell me that even a lower seed in the Big 12 during March is probably gonna get a win. That's where I'm thinking. I think Baylor, they turning up. I mean, Keontae George dropped 30 on my boys earlier in the week. I think Wednesday. Yeah, Keontae George dropped 30. Single-handedly killed the Mountaineers. So they're going to need – I don't know about Baylor, though, because Keontae George, I think he's going to have to carry. Adam Flagler, LJ Cryer, they're really good guards. But I don't know if they have the same type of depth and same amount of – like the same good team that they've had the past few years. I could see Baylor being a second-round exit. Maybe even first, depending on the matchups. Actually, like I think Keontae George is good for one win. I think he could be good for a couple of wins there. But yeah, Baylor's definitely a team that could go on a run. I think Flo Thamba has been kind of a disappointment there at Baylor. I thought he would have a lot better of a year. Oh, you mean the NFC Beast? Yeah, the NFC Beast. All right. Your dad's favorite team's the Steelers. I got you. Oh, that's awesome. You got to meet Antonio Davis. That's awesome. They're at Detroit Mercy. He's closing in on being like one of the all-time leading scorers there in Division 1, which is crazy. Their team's not very good there. They don't win very much, but he's fun to watch. I wish he'd make the tournament, but his team's just not good enough, man. All right, let's check in on these games. That one's on commercial. They're both on commercial. Okay, perfect. Score check. UCLA up on Colorado 61-49, up by 12, 2 minutes left. Texas up on Texas Tech, 3 points. So we're going to watch that one. The last 3.5 minutes of this one because it is a very close game. We'll see if Texas Tech can pull out their first Big 12 win. Here today, Mississippi State down on the road against Auburn, 50-41, 10 minutes left in that one. New Mexico up by 10 on the road against San Diego State, 38-28 at the half. So those are the big games going on right now. Is there any other big game that we missed that we didn't recap today? We didn't really get to. We kind of briefly talked about all the big ones. Let me see if there's any little ones in here that might have some sort of meaning towards March Madness that I might have missed out on. But we got yeah, we kind of touched up on all the big games, really. Davidson lost today to George Mason. That's a big upset, kind of. Not really, actually. Davidson's 9-9. I thought that their record was a little bit better than that. All right. Moving on. Loyola Chicago fell off. Man. 6-11. Loyola Chicago team. That is tough, man. That is tough. Georgia beat Ole Miss today on the road. Georgia's been on a little bit of a roll. How about the Georgia Bulldogs basketball team, 13-4 this year? Very surprising. I'm excited to see them actually play some good teams, though. Tulane beat Central Florida. What is happening in the AAC, man? Is Tulane good? Tulane got a win over Central Florida and Memphis now. Tulane might be decent. Tulane might be decent, man. And we got... Yeah, that's really all the really big games. I mean, we touched up on all the other really big ones earlier. All right, let's watch Texas Tech, Texas. We got Kevin O'Banner at the free throw line. 87% shooter from the line this year. If you can drill both of these, it'll be a 1-point game. So we're going to watch this one. Yo, what's up, Jayhawk fan? Welcome back to the stream. You don't see Calipari being the next Texas head coach? No, I think he's going to stay at Kentucky. Especially he got a good win today on the road in Rocky Top. That was a good one, man. That was a good win because that's not an easy place to win. Kevin O'Banner 0 for 2 at the line. I just said he's an 87% free throw shooter, and maybe I jinxed him. Maybe I jinxed him. Never got to rub it in that Kansas beat Texas Tech and WVU. I mean, maybe you should be rubbing it in that they beat Iowa State today because right now beating Texas Tech and WVU doesn't really look that impressive because WVU, they can't get a league win. We're 0-5 in the Big 12. You don't need to rub salt in the wounds, man. I know WVU's bad, but it's okay because you know why? You know why? Because Marshall had a 2-0 week. So go Herd. Let's go. We are Marshall. Let's get it. We're trusting Marshall to make the tournament now because it's looking like WVU is going to be in the NIT. So let's get it. Herd to the Final Four. We are Marshall. Texas Tech, chance to tie it, but what's this guy's name again? I forget. Papa? Is his name Papa? His name's Poppy or something, man. He missed the layup, but he got fouled. So he's going to have a chance to make a few free throws here and cut it to 1. Yeah, I did say that we wouldn't lose, but yeah, I learned a lot about my team. They're not as good as I thought they were. They're actually not that good at all. Yeah, Pop Isaac. Why I think his name is Poppy or Papa. I knew it was something weird, but he's actually pretty decent. Made the first free throw there. Yeah, WVU is not bad. They're just not as good as I thought they were. They're just not as good as I thought they were. The Big 12 is a gauntlet, man. It's hard to come by any win. So when you get a conference win in Big 12, you gotta be happy with it, no matter who it is. And we lost by 1 today on the road to Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a tough team, man. And we lost by 1. It's tough, man. We can't make any free throws. I think I seen they showed on the TV today during the WVU game that WVU has missed 43, somewhere in that ballpark. It's in the 40s, free throws in their last 4 games before today's game. So all 4 Big 12 in just league play, 4 games, we missed 43 free throws, and that was the most upon the last 4 games out of anyone in Division 1. Any team out of the 300 some teams in Division 1, we are the worst when it comes to free throw shooting. We're the worst when it comes to free throw shooting. Crazy. Do I think Kansas repeats? I think they can. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I don't think they'll win it all. But I think they can. They have that. They can. But they're definitely going to be one of the favorites. I could see they're probably going to go pretty far. But I'm going to say no. Am I going to make a group for March Madness like I did last year? Yes, I am. I might do a little bit of a giveaway for the winner of the league. So we'll see. because last year we had like 200 people in the March Madness League. I didn't really give anything away for the winners, just kind of for fun. We might do a slight giveaway. Maybe I'll give away one of the like a mini basketball of whichever team you want for the winner that of the March Madness group. Whoever has the best bracket wins a mini basketball of a team of their choice. How's that sound? Or I can come up with a better giveaway. We got time. But yeah, we're definitely doing the group. I did pick Kansas to win last year. I picked the last two national champions right in my bracket. I did not have a good bracket. I did not have a good bracket, but I picked Baylor 2 years ago and I picked Kansas last year. So I got the national champions right 2 years in a row. So make up for it. Fardos Imac, first game as a Red Raider, and he turns it over in a crucial spot. Foul, Timmy Allen to the line. 2 free throws for Texas that can extend the lead to 4 with a minute and a half. 9 viewers in here, say what's up. Drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. So I know you guys want to keep seeing these streams on Saturdays. We usually stream on Super Tuesdays as well. There's usually a lot of good games on Tuesday nights. So definitely hit that sub button if you guys haven't. Drop a like so I know you guys want to keep seeing the streams. Like I said earlier, when we get to March Madness, we're going to be streaming like on the daily almost. Like we're going to be in here streaming, making brackets. We're going to stream during Selection Sunday. And you guys will get to see me make my first official bracket because I'm going to make one right after Selection Sunday, like as soon as I'm able to make a bracket. So we're going to do that on stream. And we're going to be streaming, making brackets. We're going to be streaming during the first round. We're going to be streaming during the second round. We're going to be streaming during the Sweet 16. All of it, man. So definitely sub up if you guys haven't already. Yo, what's up, Cooper? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Underrated channel. There's not really many YouTubers that do college basketball. We're trying to become the best one. So I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Gonzaga is usually pretty good until the Final Four, the championship. Then they kind of lose. I don't think they get it that. I don't think they get that far. I don't think they get that far this year. Am I going to any upcoming games soon? I might be at WVU versus TCU Wednesday, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to get tickets or not because I don't think my team's going to win. I don't know if I'm going to go, so we'll see. I'm planning on going to a Duquesne game soon. Duquesne, pretty good in the A10. Well, if you can call anyone from the A10 good. So I plan on going to a Duquesne game. It's only like an hour and a half drive up to Pittsburgh. So definitely want to go check out that. Texas Tech down by 2, minute 14. Marcus Carr dribbling around, kicks it, wide open 3. Bang! 3 ball by, who's that? What's his name again? Masu? Is that his name? Or is that, I feel like Kansas State has a guy named Masu, but doesn't Texas too? I don't know. It was that one. He's a really good shooter. I know who he is. I just can't think of his name right now. But big shot. They're up by 5 with 50 seconds. Blocking foul on Texas. 2 shots for the Red Raiders. All right, we'll get caught up with the chat here. Yeah, Texas is going to win. Looks like it. I missed one. You said Joe Toussaint should transfer to Kansas. Yeah, Joe Toussaint's good, man. Joe Toussaint's good. No, he's going to stay here, man. He's going to stay here. Joe Toussaint and Trey Mitchell are our best players. Very good. Eric Stevenson is actually the problem for WVU. Eric Stevenson is literally a cancer to the team, and he's kind of the reason we lost today. So, yeah, Eric Stevenson's got to go. He can transfer to Kansas. Eric Stevenson can transfer to Kansas. Please, bro. Please. Your brackets are always terrible. You had Michigan State winning when they lost to Middle Tennessee, Georgetown when they lost to Florida Gulf Coast, and Virginia when they lost to UMBC. That is so tough, man. Yeah, last year I had Kentucky to the Final Four. They lost to St. Peter's first round. So, yeah, I've definitely had my moments. I don't think I've ever had a champion lose first round like those ones, though. That Florida Gulf Coast team was so fun, man. I hope we see another team like that. I mean, St. Peter's was fun last year. Oral Roberts was fun. There's been a lot of really fun teams, underdog teams, and I'm looking forward to this year. I feel like there's definitely going to be some, because right now there's not really a team that seems like a clear favorite. Well, there are the favorites, but there's no one that seems like they're just going to completely run away with it. I feel like there's going to be a ton of upsets in March. I'm hyped for it, man. Never pick Gonzaga, Michigan State, Tennessee, and Illinois. Yeah, Tennessee and Illinois are really bad in March. Gonzaga, you should always pick Gonzaga to the Sweet 16. After that, depends on matchups, right? They'll not win it. They will not win it all. Do not pick Gonzaga to win it all, but pick them to win a couple games. Yeah, and this Gonzaga team might be different though. They might lose earlier than Sweet 16 because they don't look as good as they usually are. 11 viewers in here, guys. Shout out to y'all. Trying to keep up with the chat here. Never count on Gonzaga in March. Yep. Never. You can't, man. Can't. Top 5 freshmen, in my opinion. Brandon Miller, number 1. Keontae George. Grady Dick's up there. Kyle Flipowski's up there from Duke. There's probably someone I'm missing that I want to put at the 5 spot, but those are 4 very, very good ones, for sure. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe Toussaint, man. It's my favorite player on the team. Him or Trey Mitchell, favorite player on this year's team. Hopefully we can get things turned around because, yeah, I'm talking bad about them. They don't seem to be as good as what I thought WVU would be this year. But in the Big 12, even though they're 0-5 in conference, they can get things turned around because a few good wins in the Big 12 start to stack up that resume again, start to pick up some momentum, and they can still find a way to make the tournament as a low seed if they can get things turned around, but fast. A big win against TCU can do that. Let's hope they can do that Wednesday. Yeah, Brandon Miller, easily the top freshman right now. I would agree, but Keontae George is up there. Keontae George is a beast. Best teams in March, non-biased, Kansas, Nova, Michigan, and UNC for the most seasons. Yeah, I mean, you can usually count on those teams in March, right? UNC was an 8 seed last year. They made it to the championship. Michigan was, a 10 seed last year. They made it to the Sweet 16, I'm pretty sure. Nova made Final Four last year. They're usually pretty good, although they don't have Jay Wright anymore. So was that more of a Nova thing or was that more of a Jay Wright thing? Looking like more of a Jay Wright thing. So I don't know if you can count on Nova anymore right now, but yeah. The West Coast Conference is very underrated. They got some solid teams. I think Santa Clara is actually really nice. I said in my podcast that I actually think St. Mary's is the best mid-major team in the country, if you don't count Gonzaga and stuff, and Gonzaga's in that conference as well. But yeah, I'm very high on St. Mary's. Santa Clara is pretty good. San Francisco is pretty good. BYU is pretty good. BYU is not bad. Not bad at all. Alabama looks scary good. Yeah, Alabama's like the hottest team in the country right now. Alabama might be a basketball school, man. Alabama might be a basketball school for real. Alabama's turning up, and I think they are the hottest team in the country right now. I think they're the hottest team in the country right now. Kansas will be the number 1 seed, and you're so happy. Yeah, they're probably gonna be a number 1 seed come March, as long as they, if they win, whoever wins the Big 12 will be probably a number 1 seed, and it's looking like Kansas right now. They are the last undefeated team in as far as Big 12 play because they beat Iowa State, who was 4-0, in the league, and Kansas State lost today, who's 4-0 in the league as well. So Jayhawks, the lone 5-0 in the Big 12. It's going to be tough. It seems like Kansas actually plays better on the road in the league play than at home. All their home games this year in Allen Fieldhouse have been close. They've been close, man. Top 4 coaches in college basketball right now. Bill Self. I'm talking right now, so not historically. So right now, it's tough. It really is tough. Bill Self is definitely my number 1. Tony Bennett's up there. Scott Drew is up there, and I know Baylor's, they're not having the best season right now, but Scott Drew is up there as one of the best coaches in the league in college basketball right now. Scott Drew. I think Eric Musselman is an amazing coach, and he's the first guy I listed on here that hasn't won a national championship. Like Tony Bennett, Scott Drew, Bill Self all won championships. But as far as like right now, I think Eric Musselman, he went pretty, he's been to 2 Elite Eights since he got to Arkansas 3 years ago. In 3 years, pretty good. I see you saying Tom Izzo. He's definitely still up there, man. He's still up there. Tom Izzo is a great coach. And when he gets to March, he usually does really good. But yeah, Tom Izzo definitely up there. I would still say Jim Boeheim's up there. Syracuse actually sneakily starting to be pretty good this year. And when Syracuse is another team, they missed March Madness last year, but when Syracuse is in March, they're another team that you can pencil you can usually count on penciling them to go pretty far, to get a win or two, for sure. You said Nate Oates. I wouldn't probably put him up there right now. He's definitely a really good head coach, the way he's turned around the Bama program, but I haven't seen him make it that far in March yet. This year might be the year Bama's in the Final Four, though. They're looking really good. Yeah, Izzo is funny. I feel like, when all coaches kind of get mad, it's pretty hilarious, honestly. $14 seconds left in this one, though. Texas Tech down by 2. They just hit a big-time 3, and now they're down by 2. They need a foul. They need to hope that Texas misses 1 of 2, so they have a chance to tie it here. Unless they can get a turnover. Or no, they already fouled, my bad. Missed that part. Top 5 teams to win the championship right now: Kansas, Houston, UCLA. Those are my top 3. Wednesday night when I made my podcast, those are still my top 3 right now. I'd honestly have to go Alabama. Alabama is in that top 5 right now, the way they've been playing. And number 5, I still think UConn has a ton of championship potential. I still think that Virginia has a lot of championship potential, kind of. I would definitely go UConn over Virginia. Yeah, I would probably say Houston, Kansas, UCLA, Bama, UConn. Yeah, tomorrow's slate is not the best. I'm going to watch a little bit of basketball, but 4:30, I'm going to have to watch my boys. The New York Football Giants are playing tomorrow, so that time will be dedicated to the Giants game, but I will be watching some games tomorrow. Michigan State versus Purdue Monday. That's going to be a fun one. Top 3 mid-majors: St. Mary's. Right now New Mexico is playing really good against San Diego State. up 10 right now. But yeah, St. Mary's I think is super good. Charleston and probably FAU. Honestly, probably FAU is maybe third. You could argue San Diego State, New Mexico, Kent State. I'd say FAU probably up there though, 3 or 4. Um, for sure. And Texas Tech got 2 free throws. Texas fouls up 3, not giving Texas Tech a chance to shoot a 3-pointer. You hope you beat K-State by 20. When is the Kansas State game? When is that? Oh, it's Tuesday, Cooper says. Okay. That's going to be a good game. Who's at home? Who is at home in that one? If it's at K-State, that's going to be. I mean, honestly, they've been playing some close ones in Allen Fieldhouse. So either way, I think it's going to be a close game. I'm excited to watch that one. We're probably going to be streaming Tuesday. That's a really good game. We'll be watching it probably. So we'll probably try to stream Tuesday night. You'd rather it be away. Yeah, it seems like Kansas been playing better on the road. Yeah, every game in Allen Fieldhouse has been close in Big 12 play. How's a 4-loss St. Mary's and a 3-loss Kent State ahead of a 1-loss FAU? Well, St. Mary's has some really good wins. They only lost one of their losses is to Houston by like 5 points. And they also have a head-to-head win over San Diego State. My opinion, just watching, I think St. Mary's is the best mid-major in the country. Like I said, one of those losses is to Houston, who's the number 1 team in the country by only 5 points. So I don't think Kent State is ahead of FAU, but I do think St. Mary's is. And all Kent State's losses are to Charleston. I think Houston as well. I think Houston played Kent State as well. And I'm pretty sure like Missouri or someone. So Kent State has good losses. I would put FAU ahead of Kent State, but I'd put St. Mary's ahead of FAU. Yeah, Memphis is pretty good on neutral site games. That's where they beat Auburn. But they did have a good road game against Bama. They almost won that one. But league play, it's been tougher for Memphis. They took a couple losses in league play already. But the AAC looking better than we thought. Tulane and Central Florida looking pretty decent, honestly. Yeah, Arizona kind of fell off. 2 losses now, Washington State and Oregon. That is tough. That's going to be tough to recover from. And yeah, I don't know if I trust Arizona in March because they lost in the Sweet 16 last year. How far do we think Arizona is going this year? Because they were a 1 seed, right? They were a 1 seed and lost Sweet 16. So if they're a lower seed, they might get upset in the second round. Like if they're a 3 seed or a 4 seed, I think Arizona loses maybe second round. But we'll see. All right. New Mexico, San Diego State time. 2-point game. 14 minutes left. Probably be streaming until the ending of this game. Yeah, we're going to be doing bracket predictions on Tuesday or Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that video or updated full bracket predictions for March Madness. It's been about 3 weeks since we've done one, and a lot has happened in the past 3 weeks. Yeah, I saw Bama beat LSU by 40. I didn't watch that one, but I was checking that one. I think I was watching, I think it was at the same time as, it was at the same time as Kansas State TCU. I was watching that one, and I saw Bama was going off. Brandon Miller had like 22. I think Brandon Miller had 22 points, and the entire LSU team had 22 points at one point. Insane. You don't know how Villanova is 8-10. Their offense looked clean last night. They have a really solid team. I just honestly think they're missing Jay Wright. They're just missing Jay Wright, man. They have a solid roster. Cam Whitmore is another one. We were talking about the best freshman in the country earlier, and yeah, Cam Whitmore is super nice. I just think they're really missing Jay Wright. Kyle Neptune, yeah, he's a mid coaching. He's probably worse than mid. He's definitely he's not a good coach. I mean, he has a lot of talent on that Nova team. There's no reason to be 8-10. I expected Villanova to not be as good as they were, but I did not expect them to fall off that bad. Villanova fell off probably worse than anyone this season. Like, I know they lost Colin Gillespie. Justin Moore is injured. Is Justin Moore coming back at some point this year? Because I know he got injured in the Final Four last year. He tore his Achilles. I don't know. It's just if Justin Moore comes back, that would be huge because I think Villanova just doesn't have very good guard play. They don't have good guard play, and they have really good players, though. They have super good players. He has a cool last name, but that's it, pretty much, man. Kyle Neptune seems like he'd probably be a good head coach just by his name, but he's not. Watch out for Providence in March. I do think Providence will probably get a win in March. We'll see. You said I should have Memphis in and beating Arizona State, or you'll find me. Listen, it's not going to be my bracketology. I'm going to do it based on Joe Lenardi's, probably on Tuesday. So I don't know if he's going to have Memphis in or not. I can't promise that. You're going to have to find Joe. You're going to have to find Joe Lenardi if Memphis isn't in. Because I'm just going to do my predictions based on his bracketology. But I am going to come out with my own bracketology at some point, probably maybe next week. Next week, you guys want to see my bracketology, like where I would have teams seated? We'll probably do that as a video soon. Purdue is an Elite Eight, yeah, but are they getting further than that? I'd probably say no. I don't think Purdue's getting further than the Elite Eight. They just seem like a team this year that's going to make the Elite Eight and lose. Right? Like, do you guys get that feeling too that Purdue's just going to make the Elite Eight and lose? I just get that feeling from them. Like, Zach Edey, really good player. He's going to be able to help them get far enough in the tournament, but not to win it, right? Not to win it. Once Purdue meets someone nice, they're probably going to lose. Once they meet someone really nice that has momentum, enough momentum to make the Elite Eight, I think Purdue probably lose. Who do I think will win Player of the Year? Zach Edey. I mean, he's running away with it right now. There's a lot of really good players in college basketball, but I think Zach Edey, the numbers he's putting up, 23 and 13 boards. He's also getting a few blocks, and I've seen teams, some teams are scared to drive on Zach Edey. They're just scared to. It's crazy. I don't know how you got to go in there. You can't be afraid to get blocked. So I feel like when I watch the Purdue, some teams are scared to get blocked by Purdue. Some teams are scared to get blocked by Zach Edey, and they just won't drive. It's insane to me. Not a lot of scoring in New Mexico, San Diego State right now. A lot of bad shot making. We'll just say it that way. Houston honestly hasn't played anybody except for Alabama. Well, they did get a really good road win against Virginia, and I do think that win was impressive. Virginia's not an easy place to play. But yeah, they haven't played that many great teams this year. I will agree with you, but we are talking about teams that usually do really good in March. Houston made the Elite Eight last year without Marcus Sasser. Marcus Sasser was not playing in March last year, and they made the Elite Eight, and they got wins over Illinois. They lost to Villanova, I think, in the Elite Eight. But Houston, Kelvin Sampson, I think he's a guy he turns up in March. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston made it to the championship game this year. I don't know if I can see Houston winning it all or not. Here's my thing. I think Houston will probably make the Final Four. The Final Four is being hosted in Houston, and with all this hype with the Cougars, for some reason, oh my God, Matt Bradley just broke some guy's ankles on New Mexico and drilled a midi. Oh my God, Matt Bradley. Yo, good night, Jayhawk fan. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you coming and hanging out and stream. But I just feel like Houston's going to make the Final Four this year because they're really good. Houston usually does good in March, and the Final Four is being hosted in Houston. And I just feel like that. I feel like the same way I feel Purdue is going to lose in the Elite Eight, make it to the Elite Eight, then lose. I just feel like Houston's going to make the Final Four. I just feel that way. My light's turning on and off right now. I might have a ghost. Who are my top uprising coaches in college basketball right now? Uprising. So this year, Jerome Tang definitely, first year I coached Kansas State. Look what he's doing. TJ Otzelberger at Iowa State. Doing an amazing job. Made the Sweet 16 in his first year as a head coach last year. This year, outstanding 4-1 start in the Big 12 play. Only loss coming to Kansas on the road. And he's doing an amazing job. TJ Otzelberger for sure. Look what Nate Oates is doing there at Bama. I think that is definitely one for sure. Yeah, there's a lot. I thought maybe Missouri there with Dennis Gates. Still, having a decent season, but they had a couple of bad losses. We'll see if they are able to bounce back. Eric Musselman, I think you can still probably consider him an uprising coach, or maybe you consider him already, up. But 2 Elite Eights in 3 years at Arkansas. So yeah, and yeah, man, those are some off the top of my head. There's definitely more that I just not thinking of right now. But yeah. Yeah, Necklace is my girlfriend's name. Been dating for over 4 years. Yep, she has a matching one. Who's my number one favorite to win the championship? Yours is Purdue. I don't think Purdue's going to win at all. I think they make, like I said, I just feel like they're going to make the Elite Eight and lose. But my favorite to win it all at this point might be Houston. Or, I mean, this may sound weird. But I still think UConn is one of my favorites to win it all. Like, I know that they can't really win on the road in Big East play right now. Lost to Marquette, Xavier, Providence, but they have a really solid team. I still think UConn has a lot of potential to win the whole thing this season. What are my thoughts on Penny? Who is Penny? I'm confused on that. I've seen you saying Penny earlier, but I didn't really understand. Penny Hardaway. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Penny Hardaway. I honestly, I think I said this one stream randomly, but I think Penny Hardaway is going to be a really good coach. I mean, talk about uprising coaches. I think Penny is going to be like really good. As far as his recruiting, didn't he get what's his name? Who's the top recruit? Mikey Williams. He's committed to Memphis, right? I think Penny Hardaway, whenever he has a solid point guard, they are good. Like I don't think Imani Bates was. I don't think Imani Bates was. I just don't think he was a good fit there, but I do think that 5-7 years in the future, we could be talking about Memphis being a consistent recruiting team that's in the tournament year in, year out as a higher seed. Like last year, they were an 8 or a 9 seed because they played Gonzaga as a 1 seed in the second round. So they were 8 or a 9 last year. Memphis was, and this year they're probably going to be around the same spot, 8 or 9. But I do think in the future, I think they can get up. They're going to be like a 5-4 seed in that range consistently and make some runs. Like I do think Penny Hardaway is definitely going to build some momentum there, for sure. I think I said that a few streams ago, though. Randomly, I was talking about that. Yeah, Imani Bates wasn't it. He's at Eastern Michigan right now. He's actually playing good there, but they're just not winning. They're not winning. I don't think Imani Bates contributes to winning basketball. Lobos could make a Sweet 16 run. Yeah, they're playing pretty good right now, against San Diego State, up by 1 on the road. This is not an easy place to play, especially when San Diego State is a ranked team. Their fans are going to turn up. Yeah, but Jalen Durham was nice last year. Imani Bates was not it, though. Is Imani Bates in jail? You're kidding. What the hell? I didn't even know that. This has been a fun stream. We had a lot of good viewers in here today. We were at like 11, 12 viewers. We're getting closer to March. We're going to be streaming a lot more often once we get there. So definitely make sure you guys subscribe. We'll probably hop off the stream here soon, probably around the ending of the San Diego State New Mexico game. So 9 minutes left in the game. Really still like plenty of time to stream. So, but yeah. Yes, sir. We're going to be streaming until the ending of this game or around the ending of it. Yes, sir. They made an agreement where he wasn't in jail. That's crazy, man. That's so crazy to me. Yeah, Imani Bates, one of a big recruiting bust, right? He was the number one recruit in the nation, and yeah, that's tough. Expected to be a Kevin Durant, a Brandon Ingram, that type of player is just he's not it, man. San Diego State takes the lead, and they get a big block, unable to save it from going out of bounds, though. Unable to save it. I got this nice WVU coaster. Yep. Who are my most surprising teams in the country? Honestly, I mean, there's a few. Kansas State has been the biggest surprise. I mean, Iowa State. I didn't think they'd be this good. I thought they'd be good. I didn't think Iowa State would be this good though. They're really good. Um, other than that, I feel like I've been talking about them a lot because they have been really surprising, and they do have uprising head coaches too. But other than that, you know, UConn is actually kind of surprising. Like I thought that UConn would be pretty decent, but I didn't think that they'd be as good as they are. And they actually do have a lot of championship level potential this season. So I actually would say UConn is a surprising team. Like, yeah, we expect them to be in the tournament. We didn't expect them to be this good. Other than that, man, like, yeah. I mean, Missouri, yeah, you could say Missouri, but they also just lost to Texas A&M and Florida back to back. So starting to look like they're not as good as we maybe thought, but we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. But yeah, Missouri is probably still better than we thought they would be, but some bad losses there recently. Yep, UCLA came back and ended up beating Colorado by 14 after they were trailing most of that game. You're a Lobo fan, so hopefully they can win tonight. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. It would be a very big road win. San Diego State, not an easy place to play. They got some good fans there. So it would be a massive win. Massive win. I should stream tomorrow for Memphis versus Temple tomorrow at 2. Not sure if I'm going to be home for that one. I'm going let's see, tomorrow I'm going to be I know the Giants game starts at 4:30. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream for it though. I'm probably not going to be able to stream. I'm probably going to stream Tuesday night because it's going to be Kansas State. It's usually a pretty good slate for Super Tuesday, but yeah, I'm probably not going to be home to do a stream for that one tomorrow. I have to find out when Memphis plays. I have to find out when Memphis plays Houston. I'll probably have to do a stream during that game. Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. Am I into college baseball? Yeah, not as into college basketball as I am. Not that into it. Like college basketball, I can talk about it for hours upon hours and have endless knowledge about it. But college baseball, I don't know anybody's names or anything. But I love watching baseball in person. I love going to the games. So yeah, I enjoy it. I watch the College Baseball World Series, but I don't know that much about it. Play Houston on February 19th and March 5th. Gotcha. Both are on Sundays. All right, bet. We'll probably try to find a way to stream one of those. We can. Dark horse to make the Final Four. Yours is Marquette. That's a really good dark horse pick, honestly. That's actually a really good one. I could definitely see them doing it. Shaka Smart, he's a head coach. He's been to the Final Four before. with VCU. So yeah, I actually really like that pick though. Who's another good dark horse? I don't really want to pick a team that's like a favorite or anything like that. We're gonna pick someone. Man, dark horse to make the Final Four. Would you consider? Man, yeah, Xavier is another good one. I was thinking Xavier, but I don't know if they're really. I don't know if they'd be considered a dark horse necessarily. Probably to make the Final Four, they would be. Yeah, I really like the Marquette pick. I might actually agree with you on that one, man. I might have to actually agree with you on that one. Um, Another one, I don't know if you would consider this a dark horse. Maybe Iowa State. TCU is another good one. I'm the mid-tier team, like the middle of the Big 12. All those, like I could really consider it because the Big 12 is stacked, man. The TCU, Iowa State are more towards the top of the Big 12, but yeah, I really like the Marquette pick. You think Michigan State a sleeper? Potentially. Potentially they could. I mean, Michigan State is always a sleeper, right? They can always probably make the Final Four just because Tom Izzo is a good coach and he just knows how to win in March. He knows how to win. Yeah, they just have struggles on the road, and that's with most teams, right? Most teams will struggle on the road, especially in league play. So you can't really fault Michigan State for taking a loss at Illinois. Illinois is a very tough place to play. But yeah, they were really good in neutral sites, right? They beat Kentucky on a neutral site. They almost beat Gonzaga on a neutral site this year. What do you guys think? Is Gonzaga a sleeper to make the Final Four this year? Like, what do you guys consider Gonzaga to be, a sleeper or a dark horse to get that far this year? Because I think Gonzaga could be a dark horse Final Four this year. I think I definitely could see. I don't think, never pick Gonzaga to win at all, but Gonzaga could be a dark horse to make the Final Four this year. Yeah, Drew Timme could, man. And they have some good guard talent there. They're just not really performing that well. Like they have Malachi Smith off the bench, and he's transferred from Chattanooga, and Chattanooga made the tournament last year because of him. And but they have some really good guard play there. They just not really playing to that Gonzaga level that they usually are. But Drew Timme, I could definitely see him going crazy in March because he's been going crazy lately. He has been going crazy lately. You were shown last year when you played them second round. That's dope, man. Were you on TV? Or were you saying it was shown like that he can carry a team? Do you think Miami is a sleeper in March? They made it to the Elite Eight last year. Yeah, they did make it to the Elite Eight last year. Yeah, I actually would say they are a sleeper in March. I think that they're a really good team. They're, other than Virginia, they might be the best team in the ACC. So yeah, I definitely think Miami will probably get to the Sweet 16 again this year. I don't know if I trust them. It depends on matchups. All these kind of depend on matchups. Like, yeah, I think Miami could potentially get a couple wins in March, but who are they facing? Because if they're facing someone who's been getting hot, Miami definitely could lose. Yo, what's up, Gavin? Had to go to Walmart. It's all good. Walmart's what's up. People sleep on Walmart because Walmart is actually an amazing place. You guys can laugh at me for that, but I like Walmart. Timmy equals Zubac from the Clippers. Um, maybe if he gets to the NBA level, he might be like a Zubac type player, but in college he can put a team on his back. Target is better than Walmart. Target is better than Walmart. I get a lot of my clothes from Target. I get a lot of clothes from Target. Um, I like Target a lot. But I do also like Walmart. What is the toughest conference in college basketball? Easy. Big 12. I actually put on Twitter, I think, my Big 12 rankings like last week or something. For the Power 6 at least. Big 12, SEC 2. Third is where it gets tough. Easily the Big 12. Second is SEC. Third is where it gets tough. I could say Big East or Big 10. And right now, it's tough. But I think the depth of the Big 10 is better than the Big East. So I'm going to go third, Big 10, fourth, Big East, fifth, ACC, sixth, Pac 12. When do you say third is Big East? I could see that, but I think the Big East is way more top heavy, whereas the Big 10 has a lot of depth, man. There's a lot of pretty good teams, not great teams in the Big 10, especially, and then Purdue also carries them right now. But I do think the top part of the Big East is better than the top part of the Big 10. I do think Purdue is better than anyone in the Big East. But if you take like top 3 teams in the Big 10, top 3 teams in the Big East would win. But the depth of the Big 10 is why I would put them ahead of the Big East. 6 is AAC. You would put them ahead of Pac-12. Yeah, the AAC is top heavy and the Pac-12 is top heavy. I don't know. UCLA, Arizona has, Arizona, they lost again today. Then you got Arizona State, you got Utah, you got USC. So I guess the real question, you could say Houston and UCLA can cancel each other out, right? That's their top teams. And then after that is Memphis, Central Florida, and Tulane better than Arizona State, Utah, and USC? I would probably lean towards the Pac-12. Let me know. Isn't usually a gauntlet, or isn't the ACC usually a gauntlet, or is that just North Carolina and Duke carrying? The ACC is usually tough, but this year it's just not as good. Last year, they weren't really that good either. But it's not just usually North. Usually you have teams like Syracuse who are always good, but they're actually starting to look not too bad. You got teams like Louisville, who are used to be a really good basketball school. Still can be if they get the right coach and players in there. But yeah, Syracuse and Louisville also really good. You had Virginia, who won 2019 championship. NC State's good sometimes. They're looking to be pretty good this year. Miami's good this year. But yeah, this ACC right now, I see Gavin in the chat saying Miami, Duke, Virginia, Clemson, NC State, Pitt are all really good, and North Carolina as well. They're all, pretty good, but I don't think they're anything great. But if you had those teams that are good, along with like teams like Syracuse and Louisville, that are also like top tier to what their program can be, then that's when the ACC can get really dangerous. New Mexico going crazy right now. Yeah, New Mexico's running away with it. 2019 number 1 recruiting class. Marquette and Xavier play tomorrow. Oh, that's going to be a good game. I have to see what time it is when that game comes on. USC 26, Utah 24. That's actually a pretty good game there in the Pac-12. It's a pretty good game there, man. Yeah, Marquette and Xavier is going to be fun because both those teams put up some points, and Xavier doesn't really play defense. Xavier doesn't really play that good defense. I expect that game to be in the 80s for sure for both teams, but we'll see. Imagine living in the West Coast. I couldn't imagine, man. I don't think I could live in the West Coast. That's true. You sleep late, you miss the best games. You gotta think, man. That's 9 a.m. kickoff on college football Saturdays. That's 9 a.m. tip-off for games. That's 9 a.m. Tip-off for college basketball games on Saturday. East Coast is where it's at. Central wouldn't be bad, though. I'm sorry, but everybody knows the East Coast is the best. Everybody knows that. The Central is better than West Coast. Central is better than West Coast, but East Coast is elite. East Coast is elite. I appreciate that, John. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream, John. I appreciate it, man. East Coast is too late. Nah, man. Sunday night football is 8:25. That's perfect. Be over at 11:30. 11:30 isn't late. 11:30 isn't late to me, at least. It's 11 o'clock right now. But I never go to sleep early, so it's rare for me to ever be asleep before midnight. Even if I got to get up early to go work or do anything, I can't sleep before midnight. It's just not in me. It's just not in me to sleep before midnight. Yeah, you gotta wake up at 6. Yeah, that's different though. That is different. I feel it though. Yeah, staying up till 11:30 isn't that viable. Getting up at 6, I feel it. Are the Jags really coming back? 30-20? Yeah, that's actually not. How much time's left? 7 minutes. Almost 8 minutes. Yeah, that might be. There might be some time there. Do the Jags have the ball? When I hop off the stream, I'm probably going to watch the ending of that one. We got 3 minutes left in New Mexico versus San Diego State. New Mexico is up by 6 right now with the ball. After this game, we'll probably hop off the stream, and I'll probably watch that NFL game and chill a little bit. Yeah, 27-0 at once. Yeah, Jags coming back a little bit. Jags definitely coming back. Got a lot of momentum, too. Sudden resurgence of viewers. Yeah, man. I think we're starting to get more viewers in the stream. It's starting to get closer to March Madness. I think because college football season ended, and people are like, okay, it's basketball season now. So we'll probably start to get more viewers in here. Usually in March, last year in March Madness, we were running like 30 viewers in here during Selection Sunday and during the games in March Madness. So I expect there to be a lot of viewers in here during March, especially after the NFL playoffs end. Once the NFL playoffs end, people will start focusing on college basketball more. Hey, 4-point game. San Diego State is not going to go away. There's still 3 minutes left. Still 3 minutes left. New Mexico, chance to extend their 4-point lead here. Ooh, a little bit of an ankle breaker, but he misses the three. Rebound San Diego State. No, Matt Bradley had an insane ankle breaker earlier in this game. Ooh, count it. And one Aztecs. Is that Matt Bradley again? It was. One of my favorite players at the mid-major level, Matt Bradley, getting the and one to fall, and the free throw can cut it to one. Autographs? Nah, I'm not gonna be. But here's what, like, if I do get big one day, I remember these people who were here when we were at 2,000 subs, guys. I remember y'all. What happened to my neck? Is it red? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it's red. My neck is really weird, like the skin on my neck. So if I touch my neck at all or itch it, it'll turn red. That's just the way my neck is. The skin is very sensitive, like around my neck. So it just gets like that. It's fine. Getting you through the flu right now. Hey man, I hope you feel better. Happy I could provide you with some entertainment. You owe me a signed Memphis basketball for getting second in the pick'em and gonna get first in March Madness. Hey, I'll give you Memphis basketball if you win the March Madness bracket. There's probably gonna be a lot of people in there. I can't lie. Last year we had like 200, and last year we only had like 900 subscribers. Last year during March Madness we had like 900 subs, and we had 200 people in our group. So I think this year, considering we have more than double the amount of subs, there's going to be a ton of people. I think maybe projected like a 500 people group for our March Madness bracket. So whoever wins is definitely going to earn that many basketball because they're probably going to have an insane bracket. But yeah, I could sign it if you guys want me to, but I don't know. I just feel I don't know. I feel weird doing that. But if you guys wanted it. Get 1,000 people in the group. We'll see, man. We'll see how many people. We'll see, man. Still got a while till then. A couple months. I was born for this, man. My birthday's in March. We're gonna be hyped. It's gonna be lit. I was born to make college basketball content because I was born in March. Love basketball, man. Happy early birthday, still 2 months away. Thank you, man. It's a little too early for an early birthday, though. Usually, if you say happy early birthday, it's like a couple days away. Study up, become a nerd so you can win this challenge. Hey, man, I'm a nerd. It's going to be tough to beat me. No, the bracket is so unpredictable in March, man. You can be the nerdiest of nerds when it comes to college basketball, like I am. And I love the sport of basketball. I play basketball all the time. Uh, and I'm constantly watching college basketball. But still, the first couple rounds will kill my bracket. It just is so unpredictable, man. We're going to see if we have a good year this year. I mean, the last 2 years, I picked the champion right, and I've had like 2 out of 4 Final Four teams the past 2 years. But the first 2 rounds kill my bracket, man. Hey, Cooper, that might not actually be such a bad move either. Like, I know you're a Bama fan, but they're playing really good right now. It might not be a bad idea. I do think Bama definitely can make the Final Four too. So, yeah, I picked Baylor right 2021. I picked Kansas right last year. This year I have no idea right now. I still like deep down inside of me, I still believe that UConn has a legit shot to win it all this year. And I know that they just lost to Marquette and they took 3 Big East losses already, but I feel like they're going to be going far, man. I feel like Houston's a Final Four team. But we got a foul. San Diego State losing by 8 to New Mexico. It looks like the Lobos are going to hold on up 8 and with some free throws to make it a double-digit lead with only 43 seconds left. So looking like it's going to be ending that one. We're probably going to hop off of the stream here now. And the Jaguars just got a touchdown. So I'm definitely going to be watching the ending of that game here once I hop off the stream. So I appreciate you boys. Gavin, QT, Cooper, John, all you boys that have been in here. Shout out Jayhawk fan that been in here for the long haul of this stream. Ton of fun. We're getting closer to March. We're going to start streaming a lot more often. And then, of course, in the month of March, we're going to be streaming a ton. Shout out to you two, Win. Have a good night, man. Let's see if the Jags can finish this comeback. I'll be watching it tonight. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your Saturday nights, guys. Peace out.